Hello. What I'm going to do now, yet again ignoring the low quality of the video, is show you how to create an Edmodo account and how to use it. I mainly use Edmodo for homework. I post homework there, and I also write about the announcements or anything we've decided to do. Why do I do this? Throughout my years of practice, I've come to realize that no matter how hard you try, there's still gonna be students who will come and say, oh, I don't know what the homework was because I was absent or because I forgot. And then I called someone, I called my classmate and he wasn't available, and I called the other classmate and so on and so forth. So what I do now, I create an Edmodo group for my students. I register them in person, so I do their registration for themselves. I install their Edmodo app, although to be honest, the Edmodo app isn't really good. It's got some bugs and it doesn't always update, so I recommend my students to go straight to I recommend them to go straight to the website and check it there. So let's get down to business and log in. So you can use your email to register. I personally prefer to use a Google account. Okay, so obviously there is a procedure to that. You still need, oh, what's wrong? So it asks you to tell about yourself. You don't want to tell about myself now? So we joined Study for Success, that's our school. And as you see, the website is pretty helpful. It shows you how to do things, it gives you support. So now that we're in, let's start and create our class. So we have go to class here, book sharings class. Yeah, but I want some other classes too. Create a class. Let's create a new class and name your class. If you have read my blog on classroom management, you will know that I recommend creating special names for my groups, which is not just their core textbook name. So, for example, let's say we have an English in Mind 1 group, and they have called themselves, I don't know, the winners. I write it there as a reminder for who they are. Here you can just check the approximate grade of your students, and I always choose language arts here because we're teaching English as a foreign language. We have sub-subjects here, yeah, ESL. And for the color, I normally use the color of their textbook. Great. Yay, we've got it. Now, let's see, what can we do here? As you see, Edmodo has got several options, and I haven't really explored them fully myself. What I would normally do here, once I have all my students joined, I would write a post something like this: Dear winners, your homework for Thursday is workbook pages 1, 2. Love, Miss Diana. You can choose another format for this, but this is what I normally do. I could also post some Quizlet sets there for their revision, or if I give them online activities for homework, I would post a link here. Now let's see how we add students. Here we have the class code, which you copy. Or you can invite people by using their emails. You can invite by email. So if you know your students or their parents' email addresses, you can type them here. Or you can use the handout, send the handout, or print a handout to give to your students, because here you have the detailed instruction on how to join the group. What I normally do is I take my students' phones and then I register themselves. Or I don't even need to take their phone. I can register them right here. So I can log out, go to oops. Okay, so go to Edmodo. And go to I'm a student. Now let's register Borosyan. The code which we had, we posted here. For the username, I usually just take some forms of their name and surname in capitals. I do it all myself, so they have no excuse for coming and telling me, oh, Miss Dana, I didn't understand how to do it and blah blah blah. So the email is not compulsory here. And for password, again, I usually write remember me. I don't think, some people might disagree with me. If you do disagree, you can change this. But there is no personal information on Edmodo really. So again, so that my students don't come and say, oh, Miss Dana, I forgot my password, I just write remember me. And what I also do, I write their username and their password on the back flip of their textbook cover. And I also write the name of the website. So I write edmodo.com, username boch, password remember me, and then we'll go sign up for free. Here Edmodo requires parents' email address. However, I do not have their parents' email address, and as an alternative, I just provide one of my email addresses so I can get the notifications and fix things. So as you see, now Boros Borosyan is in English in Mind 1, the winners group, and he can see the post for homework. So with all this information written at edmodo.com, their username, their password in their books, unless they have no electricity and internet, or they have flown to Mars or a really remote area with no connection and no technology, they have no excuse for not doing the homework. Unless I forget to post their homework, and then it's totally my responsibility. I hope this was helpful. Also, if you are to teach my groups, we already have Edmodo groups. Obviously, I will provide you with the codes, with the codes to join my group, so you can post it there, or you can simply ask the most responsible person in the group to post the homework. So you can ask them to do that in case you are teaching my group. Hope this was helpful. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in my next post.